was a yacht girl. That's right. It's mentioned in the book. Meghan used to entertain as a yacht girl. Now, I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it happened, but I am saying Harry knows it.
There is absolutely zero doubt in my mind. Rachel Meghan Markle was a semi-expensive yacht girl, and she knows it.
They say every fairy tale begins with once upon a time, but Meghan Markle's story begins with once upon a yacht. Before she became the Duchess of Drama, she was an actress dealing with Hollywood's rejection letters and fancy party invitations until she realized the real red carpet wasn't in Los Angeles. It was floating somewhere in the Mediterranean.
Many of you have seen this picture already. You see that there's Meghan with her Cajuna hat?
Yes. While most actresses were competing for roles, Meghan was meeting billionaires on luxury decks where the champagne never stopped and no cameras were allowed.
Meghan Markle did know Prince Andrew, and she knew Sarah incredibly well, which makes Zara a liar because she said, I didn't know Meghan Markle until she invited me to her wedding. That is BS.
And now the memories of those golden yacht days are back, pulling her royal reputation into trouble. Because when Sarah Ferguson casually revealed that Meghan was Andrew's first client, shock hit the palace faster than the royal approval ratings.
And I wonder if Prince Andrew's going to come out and say, hey, Harry, I did your wife quite a few times on yachts before you got her.
It wasn't just gossip. It was a big explosion linking Meghan's glamorous past to the darkest parts of Prince Andrew's scandal-filled circle. And poor Harry, the rebel prince who gave up a crown for California sunshine, just found out that the love story he risked everything for might have gone through much darker waters than he ever imagined. So grab your teacup because tonight's news is royal-level hot. This isn't just a scandal, it's a storm. And when the truth comes out, someone's crown won't survive the wave.
You're going to be shocked to find out who is Fergie's target and what she's willing to disclose and how far she will go just to get revenge with me.
The silence inside the palace didn't last long. Within hours, the whispers turned into a headline storm. Fergie drops a bombshell about Meghan's past. According to royal insiders, the Duchess of York wasn't speaking by accident. She knew exactly what she was doing. Her comment about Meghan being Andrew's first client wasn't a mistake. It was a planned spark thrown straight into the royal powder keg. Behind those marble gates, panic spread fast. Senior aides were reportedly calling emergency meetings, desperate to control what they feared could become the next Andrew-level disaster. Because this time, the name in the whispers wasn't an old mistake maker. It was Meghan Markle, the woman who once promised to modernize the monarchy and instead became its most divisive figure. Fergie has nothing to lose.
Fergie has nothing to lose. Fergie wants to scorch the earth with the royal family now that she's no longer able to use the title. That is a cautionary tale for Harry, the idiot, who doesn't understand that he's married to the enemy. He's sleeping with the enemy.
Sources close to the family describe an undercurrent of disbelief, not only at Fergie's audacity.
Sources close to the family describe a feeling of disbelief, not just at Fergie's boldness, but at what her words might really mean. The idea that Meghan's early networking days, those mysterious yacht summers surrounded by powerful people and private billionaires, could overlap with Andrew's inner circle shocked everyone in Buckingham Palace. And the worst part, none of this came from tabloids or gossip sites. It came from inside the royal family itself. As one insider said, when someone like Fergie speaks, she's not gossiping, she's warning. Now, the palace faces a very hard question. Do they defend Meghan and risk stirring up Andrew's scandals again, or stay silent and let the rumors grow? But behind closed doors, something even more dangerous is happening. Because this isn't just about what Fergie said, it's about why she said it. And that reason may reveal a royal rivalry no one expected. So why did Sarah Ferguson choose now to launch this royal bomb?
Because Meghan thinks that she's above them. So now that Fergie's down, now she doesn't want to have anything to do with Fergie. But you don't do that with people who knows your secrets, people who know your skanky past. And Fergie's ready to tell on Meghan Markle. She's ready to destroy her. She's ready to put it out there.
According to palace insiders, her timing wasn't random. It was planned. The royal system has been quietly adjusting ever since Meghan and Harry's explosive exit. And Fergie, always a survivor, saw a chance to remind everyone that she still knows how to control the story. For years, Fergie lived under the shadow of scandal. Shunned, embarrassed, dismissed by the very institution she once called family. But Meghan's rise to fame in royal circles sparked something in her. The desire to get back her importance, even if it meant causing trouble in the monarchy's fragile peace. One former royal aide said it clearly. this wasn't revenge, it was retaliation. Fergie has long watched Meghan make headlines, charm Hollywood, and handle the media with skill. Some said she felt Meghan had taken her playbook. The outsider turned royal story and rewrote it for worldwide fame. Now, by linking Meghan to Andrew's scandal-filled world, Fergie was pulling her rival down to the same level she had once been dragged to. But there is another idea, darker and more deliberate. By mentioning Meghan alongside Andrew, Fergie might have been shifting public attention away from herself and her ex-husband. A royal distraction tactic, some say, sacrificing one image to protect another. Either way, the plan worked.
Also, allegedly, Tom Inskip, his friend, warned Harry because Tom Inskip had hired yacht girls a few years back, and one of them yacht girls was Meghan Markle. This is why Meghan didn't invite Harry's best friend to the wedding, because he knew her, if you know what I mean. He knew her.
Overnight, the headlines took a new direction. And while Meghan's team rushed to manage the fallout, Fergie sat back and watched as the chaos she caused began changing royal history, one headline at a time. But the bigger question remained, was this personal revenge or a palace power move? When the story broke, Prince Harry's world reportedly fell apart overnight. Sources close to Montecito say he was stunned into silence when the yacht claims came up again, shocked that something from Meghan's past could be used as royal ammunition. Friends say his first reaction wasn't anger, it was disbelief. But once he understood the full impact, the anger followed. Behind closed doors, the tension grew. Meghan, usually calm and composed, was said to be pacing, insisting the stories were just character attacks. Harry, however, demanded answers. Not from Meghan, but from those spreading the story. "Who's behind this?" he allegedly asked, his voice sharp and patience gone. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the palace was strangely quiet. Official spokespeople refused to comment. Senior courtiers held meetings behind closed doors. And deep within royal hallways, whispers started to spread, not about whether Fergie's words were true, but about Harry's reaction to them.
It could be also happening that the royal family is saying, hey, if you put a book out about Meghan Markle and completely destroy everything and really tell the people how Meghan met Harry, then we can work with you, or we're going to compensate you with somehow. Because I don't see Sarah, Fergie, trashing King Charles. She's not that stupid yet. She's not that dumb.
One insider said it clearly. Harry isn't just angry at Fergie. He feels betrayed by the family's silence. The tension between the Sussexes and the royals, already close to breaking, began to grow even worse. Meghan reportedly told Harry to rise above it, to stay focused on their brand and family. But the damage was done because this wasn't just gossip. This was personal. The man who once left the crown for love was now realizing that even oceans away, the monarchy could still reach him and hurt him where it matters most. But now, a new question looms. Was this fallout an accident or perfectly planned from within the royal ranks themselves? This isn't just another royal feud. It's a reflection of the monarchy's deepest cracks. The Meghan-Andrew connection is more than a headline. It's a reminder that the past never truly goes away. It only comes back at the worst time. The palace has always survived by controlling the story. But this time, the narrative slipped from their hands and landed squarely in the court of public opinion. For Prince Harry, the scandal hits more than pride. It threatens the foundation of everything he gave up to protect. The man who left royal life to shield his family now finds himself watching that same family shaken by whispers he can't control.
John Lefebvre, who's behind the very popular Twitter account GS Elevator, Goldman Sachs Elevator, shared on Twitter that Harry wasn't the first prince that Meghan met. In a tweet on December the 9th, he wrote, "Prince Harry revealed that he met Meghan Markle on Instagram. Amazingly, that's not the first prince she met online. All the Saudis flew her to France and Dubai as a yacht companion. He's just the dope who tried to turn her into a housewife."
For Meghan, it's a cruel twist of irony. The very charm that once opened doors in elite circles is now being seen as a weapon, a strategy instead of a struggle, ambition instead of innocence. Her reputation, carefully built through charity work and brand deals, now shakes under the weight of old rumors revived by royal politics. And for Fergie, she has shown once again that power in the royal world doesn't come from titles. It comes from timing. With one sentence, she reminded everyone that she can still shake the palace walls. In the bigger picture, this isn't about one comment or one scandal. It's about legacy, loyalty, and influence. Because for the monarchy, this moment is more than gossip. It's a warning. And for the Sussexes, it's a sign that no matter how far they run, the shadow of the crown will always find them. But the question that remains is the most dangerous of all. Who's really pulling the strings behind this royal chaos? every royal scandal has its ghosts. The people who stay just out of sight, pulling strings while pretending to be innocent. And in this story, the whispers point not just to Fergie or Meghan, but to the network behind them. According to insiders, the spark that reignited this whole controversy didn't come from Buckingham or Montecito. It came from London's quiet elite, the kind of people who know every royal secret long before it reaches the press. These are the gatekeepers, the power brokers, the fixers, the old friends who trade information like currency. Some reports say that a select few from Andrew's long-forgotten circle were eager to shift public focus. With Andrew's past still haunting the royal story, what better distraction than to tie Meghan, Hollywood's favorite duchess, to the same scandalous world?
The author further said on Twitter, the Duchess of Sussex is controlled by the same forces that control Jeffrey Epstein.
I do believe he's just as much of an idiot as Prince Harry is. And Sarah Ferguson is as cunning and as deviant and as skanky as Meghan Markle. She just was lucky that when she was doing all her skankiness, the internet was not around.
But here's the twist. Those same sources said the leak was tested first, shared privately with a few editors before Ferguson's comment even went public. This means someone wanted this explosion to happen exactly when it did. Behind the glamour and gossip, the real story isn't just about yachts or grudges. It's about control. Control over headlines, over legacies, over who survives the storm and who becomes its victim. Because on the royal chessboard of image and influence, no move is accidental. And if Meghan's name was used as a pawn in a bigger royal game, then someone somewhere just declared checkmate. The only question left is who's bold enough to outmaneuver both the palace and the Sussexes. As the dust settles over this latest royal eruption, one thing is clear: there are no winners in this war, only survivors. In Montecito, the atmosphere has reportedly turned icy. The once cheerful glow around the Sussex brand now flickers under the weight of uncertainty. Meghan, who has mastered the art of public reinvention, is said to be recalibrating, quietly pausing major appearances and steering her story back toward humanitarian work, damage control, but with style. Harry, however, is taking a different path. Friends describe him as distant, restless, torn between defending his wife and facing the reality that royal politics still follow him no matter how far he's gone. The man who once defied a monarchy for love now faces the painful truth that his past, his family, and his freedom are still tied to the same crown.
She brought Jeffrey Epstein into that idiot formerly known as Prince Andrew, into the royal family.
These two women, Sarah Ferguson and Meghan Markle, are holding the entire royal family hostage.
Meanwhile, inside Buckingham Palace, silence rules. But it's the kind that screams. Senior aides refuse to respond to Fergie's words, while the king's advisors reportedly consider how much truth can be hidden without starting an even bigger scandal. And somewhere in the shadows, those who created this storm watch quietly, satisfied. Their goals met, their traces wiped clean. The monarchy survives, but it loses a little each time. For the royals, it's reputation versus survival. For Harry and Meghan, it's love versus legacy. But the real mystery still hangs in the air like thunder before a storm. What secret was worth breaking royal peace for? And more importantly, who's bold enough to reveal it next? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the storm shaking every royal hallway tonight. Fergie's words have opened secrets the palace hoped were buried forever. Now every whisper echoes louder than the crown itself. But if you think this is the first time Sarah Ferguson has thrown royal order into chaos, you need to see what she's been hiding behind her luxurious lifestyle. Before this yacht scandal even made headlines, Fergie was already living like royalty without a royal budget. From private jets to Mambo 100-a-plate dinners, from designer wardrobes to million-dollar debts, her life reads less like a duchess's diary and more like a billionaire's wild wish list. So when you're done here, don't stop watching. Go straight to our previous report about Fergie's outrageous spending, royal feasts, private jets, and $4.2 million in debt. It's a shocking look at how one duchess turned extravagance into an art form, and how those same choices may have pushed her to drag Meghan back into the spotlight. Because in the royal world, every move has a reason, and every headline hides a secret.